The winner of the 2013 Telstra Victorian Businesswoman of the Year is, this is so exciting, Sahana Smiles.
You have the most beautiful children.
Oh, thank you.
Did you know they came and had a little chat to me?
I know.
Because I was mispronouncing your name. And they said, we hate to interrupt you, but we just want to point out that Mum's name, just in case it gets called out again, is actually Sadhna. And so congratulations, Sadhna, for being... That's all right, Caroline, for being the 2013 Businesswoman of the Year. All yours.
I did not expect to be up here tonight. There are some incredible women in this room tonight, and you all deserve to be up here with me. I just wrote this when I was sitting there because my daughter nagged me and she said, please write something, you are making me very nervous. You want to come up here, honey? I'll swap. Thank you to Telstra, Commonwealth Bank and News Corp. This has just been the most amazing night, and I actually can't even tell you how I'm feeling. And to all the judges, for all the stories that we've heard tonight, I just don't know how you make the choice of a winner. So thank you for those of you who chose me. I didn't quite know what to say, so I've put together some stuff that I've I've had in my head. I'm often asked what drives me. And if you heard my earlier speech, and remember I came here at 16, what I didn't tell you was I actually didn't do really well in my VCE because I was too busy escaping out the boarding school window my father had put me in and going out to meet boys and have illegal drinks at 16. That's okay. I didn't tell the judges that either. As a consequence, I did really badly in my exams, and I didn't go to uni. And I started my career in my industry as a receptionist. And I basically worked the long journey to where I am today. So what drives someone like me? Firstly, to keep a roof over my family. I'm a single mum, and every day when I wake up, I just know that I have to go out and do the stuff that I do because I've got to put food on the table and a roof above my children's head and educate them and give them the opportunities that I didn't have when I was growing up. I have no ceiling to what success looks like. A really good friend of mine once said to me, he said, you know, you just don't know when to stop. And I don't. I grew up in a country where, I always say to a lot of women I talk to, I was born in a glass box as such, because you can imagine growing up in Fiji, one of the reasons why I was such a rebel is because women weren't seen as being the breadwinners or being, going to school and getting educated and having high-powered jobs as such. And I knew that that's what I wanted to do. So I've spent my entire life simply smashing ceilings and pushing and pushing and pushing. I'm a great believer that the only thing you can't fix is death. Everything else in life you can fix. For those women in the room who are wondering how do you get to the next stage in your career, get better at asking for things. I think one of the things we don't do as women is we don't ask. Men are really good at this, We need to ask for the things that we want. We need to promote ourselves more. And sometimes, quite often, we don't ask for the things that we want because we don't believe that we're ready for it. You know what? Take the risk. What's the worst that'll happen? You'll make a mistake and you'll learn from it. And the most important lesson that I've learned in my journey is doona days are okay. And I've spent a lot of time under my doona where I just want to shut the world out, and I probably will be doing that tomorrow for a bit. Going, did this really happen to me? And yes, it did. We spend a lot of time talking about getting the gender balance right and talking about working in male-dominated industries. Sometimes I believe that works against us. I look at it slightly differently. I look at where we started in terms of women's rights and where we are today, and I look at my daughter and her friends, and I truly believe that we're in a good space and the future does look bright. I tend to use words, instead of saying male-dominated, I simply say women are underrepresented and we just need to work harder at being equally represented. And it's up to the women like us in this room to make sure that we leave the workplace a better place for our daughters. I'll let you into a little secret. Every year I write my goals and I stick them on my shower wall. It keeps me focused. So when I lose focus, I know that they're right there in front of me. And on my shower wall this year were three key things I wanted to achieve. The first one was to write a book. I did that. It was published in May this year. The second one was to buy my first investment property as a single woman. I did that. It settled in last month. And the third one was to win the Telstra Businesswoman's Award. I'm going to go home tonight and tick that one off the list too. My passion in life are my kids, women and business, and my not-for-profit in Fiji. I'm a big believer that you start with the end in mind. I know what my end looks like in terms of where my business life is going to end, and I also know what will be written on my tombstone. She made a difference. Thank you so much, everyone, sponsors, fellow winners and finalists. This has just been an incredible night. I did not come here tonight expecting to walk away with this, so thank you so much.